Hi there, this is the tutorial video for using base 10 blocks for division of one-digit divisors. The first problem that we have is 448 divided by 2. We're going to start off just by using our base 10 blocks to build the number 448. So I'm going to need 4 flats, 4 rods, and 8 of my units. Alright, now I've got 2 pieces of yellow paper here to identify the 2 groups that I'm going to be dividing this number into. When you're doing long division with your students, you first have them divide into the largest place value. So in this case, our largest place value is a hundredths value. So I'm going to use my flats first, and I'm going to just take them one at a time and divide them evenly into the groups. So this was pretty easy. 4 divided by 2 is 2, so I'm able to put 2 flats in each group. Next thing I'm going to do is go on to the next lowest place value, which is our rods, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put 1 at a time into each group, and I'm able to divide that out and put 2 in each group. And last, I've got my units. Put 1 at a time in each group. Left 1 up there. There we go. Okay, so I can see here visually that 448 divided by 2 is equal to the amount that's in each group. And when I add that up, I can see that I have 224 in each group with no remainders. So the answer to this first problem is 224. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next problem, and for this one, we're going to have 3 groups. I'm going to do 318 divided by 3. And clear my board away here. And I'm going to add 1 more group to the table. Okay, so again, I need to start off by building my number here that I have. 318. Here's my 300. 1 rod for my tens place, and 8 units. Okay. Make sure real quick. Okay, 318. Now this problem is going to require us to do a little bit of trading, and I'm going to talk about that as we get to it. But let's go ahead and start off with our hundreds and break them evenly up. We've got 3 groups, and I have 3 flats, so this is very easy. I'm going to be able to put 1 in each group. And when I move on to my rod, I'm going to see that because I only have 1 rod, I have to do a trade because there's no way for me to evenly give that or distribute it to all 3 groups. So I'm going to break this up. Instead of having 1 rod, I'm going to find its equivalent, which are 10 units. Alright, and I already have 8 units, and together that'll give me 18. And now I'm just going to start dividing those out evenly to the groups, 1 at a time. And the last one here. Okay, so it looks like in each group I have an even amount. I have 106 in each group, so 318 divided by 3 is equal to 106. Alright, one more example for this video series. And I'm going to give us a 4th group this time. So space this out a little bit. Okay. And our problem here is 512 divided by 4. So we start off by building our 512. So I need 5 flats, 1 rod, and 2 units. And I'm going to have to do some trading right away, but let's go ahead and start with my flats, putting 1 in each group. And you'll see that I'm left with 1 flat, so I'm going to need to break this up into 10 rods. Alright, so I've got my 10 rods plus the 1 I already had. That's giving me 11 rods. I'm going to start dividing those evenly into each group. you'll see as I put those last 3 down, I don't have enough to give to that last group. So I'm going to pull these back, and I have to make another trade. And this time I need to count really carefully. I have 3 rods, and I need to trade that out for 30 units. So I've got to be really careful. I know that I've already got 2 units here, so I'm going to need 30 more. And there's 30 and my 2, so I've got 32. Now to speed things up, I'm going to divide this by giving 3 to a group. So 3 here, 3, 3, 3. I think I'll be able to do that again safely. Alright, now I'm going to go one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'm out completely. So again, we've got no remainder. And this time I'm seeing that I have 128 in each group. So 512 divided by 4 equals 128. So this is just a visual representation of long division. Starting off, great conceptual based learning for the students. It would be a good idea to have them also practice the long division alongside of the model to see if their model matches their algorithm. So good luck. Thanks.